I'm turning 21, man. Is that scary?
Nah. It's part of life, right?
Yeah, it's part of life, but it's different. Because if you're 18, you're 19, or whatever the fuck, then it's cool, but you're still a kid. You're still a kid at 21 too, but it's an entirely different game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it seems like it at least. I don't know.
Yeah.
But you've drank before, so it doesn't really matter.
I know we only got a couple minutes. You know, you gotta go, so
Don't worry about the time, man. Just talk. Enjoy yourself.
I want to talk about fuck, I don't know what I want to talk about.
Dude, but when I turned 21...
How old are you?
I'm 21. But
You're 21 right now?
I turned 21 about a month and a half ago.
Uh-huh.
Or a little less. And it didn't feel different, but it's a different thing. Because when I was 18, when I was 19, 20, even when I was 20, you know, I was a kid. No matter what, I'm always going to be a kid. Now that I'm 21, there's no more excuses.
Mm-hmm.
Every job that I've had, everything that I've done, I was always the youngest one. Because I did things pretty young.
Mm-hmm.
But now that, you know, I'm entering an age where I'm no longer going to be the youngest, it's a different feeling. It's a very different feeling. But yeah, that's why I ask you about being 21. Does that make you feel strange?
No, not really. I mean, it's a part of life, right? There's obviously a lot of things that, you know, I wish I would have done with some of the time I had, but there's also things that I'm thankful that I did with the time that I had. But there's a lot to look forward to.
So back then,
you know,
when you expected yourself to be 21 years old, or when you thought yourself as a 21-year-old, what did you think of that person to be as?
at what age are we talking?
A kid. At any age as a kid. That's 13, 14. At that time where you begin to take things serious, or what serious looks like to you.
Well, when I was a very young kid, I wanted to be an actor. At like middle school, I wanted to be a football player.
Really?
And then into high school, I fell in love with the idea of being an entrepreneur. And a lot of that had to do with the people around me. And in high school, I didn't have that many people around me. But the people I did have around me were online, and they were making money. So I thought to myself, if they can, why can't I? And ever since then, I've been chasing the idea of accumulating a lot of money at a young age.
So was money the only thing that you cared about? At that point when you reached high school, you don't really care about football anymore. You don't care about anything else. It's
At
strictly
this
on
age,
money.
right now while we're speaking, the only thing I care about is money.
Do you think that's a problem?
Yes.
Why?
It's not fulfilling. And I know that. But to all of my problems right now, mind you, I don't have any trauma as a kid.
Right.
I think I told you this before. I don't have any trauma, none of that. You know, parents were split, but always looked at it as like 2 Christmases, 2 birthdays kind of thing. So all of my problems I have now or problems with my family, it all stems from money. Every one of them. So, to me, I can't be naive and think it's not the solution.
Right.
Because it is. But,
well, money isn't entirely soulless. Don't ever get that twisted. People always say, don't chase for money. Money's root of all evil. Whatever bullshit that is. And to an extent is right. If you focus on the wrong things, if you develop bad habits, if you do bad things, when you have money, those bad things are going to be worse. You know that already. Money never makes you a better person. Money never changes who you are. It only amplifies whatever it is that you are.
Yeah, I've seen that.
So you know that already.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm going to ask you again. If it's not fulfilling, if money isn't fulfilling, what is fulfilling?
What is it fulfilling to you?
In terms of what fulfillment means?
Yeah, like what's a fulfilling life to you? If you could put your finger on it, what's the main source of that?
I can't really tell you. Because I could tell you many things. I could tell you fulfillment is to make an impact, make money, change families, but whatever it is. Which those things are fulfilling. Many of those things are fulfilling. But I'm thinking to myself, by the time I'm dead, when I turn 30 years old, or whatever age it is that I turn, and my time comes, my time is already up. What would I have done to feel fulfilled, and what wouldn't I have done to feel fulfilled as well? What kind of actions do I need to not do? What kind of actions do I need to do? It's kind of a complex thing. I can't give you a specific answer because there's many factors. Many factors change. When I was a child, I wanted to help every poor person in the world, but now today we need poor people, because if it wasn't for poor people, the people like you and I wouldn't really be considered well off, or at least well off is what we consider right now. Not saying that poor people should be poor, because of course you got to help them out. You have to encourage, you have to make an impact within that kind of world. But at the same time, rich people are rich for a reason. Poor people are poor for a reason. Poor people may have money, but they can still be poor. Rich people may be broke, they can still be rich. It's just this very strange thing that always changes every single day.
What's weirder is, like, right now in this climate, everything is like,
That's nice.
what I was saying, that was a salute, by the way. That was a
it's still 4th of July.
Four-shot salute.
It's July 5th. That's 5 shots.
5 salute cake. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh, yes. Yeah, it's like the rich are getting richer right now and the poor are getting poorer. It's pretty wild to see.
Do you agree with that? Do you like that?
No, I don't think anyone agrees with that. I mean, it's like, it's just...
If you were rich, would you like that?
It wouldn't make sense to me. Obviously, I would benefit from it, but it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, how can that make sense in any context?
Well, if you were on top, wouldn't you want to stay on top? If you were the best, wouldn't you want to be the best?
If I had enough to... If I had a school teacher paying more in taxes than I did, and let's say I owned hundreds of millions of dollars companies, I mean, that's so unfair. It's like, it truly resembles the capitalistic society we're in.
Okay.
What do you think about that?
I'm going to ask you this then. I'm not saying I disagree with you. I completely agree with the fact that teachers don't get what they're worth, what they deserve. Although the qualification to be a teacher nowadays is so broad, and teachers are not qualified nowadays. They just make that very, very Let's make that point straight. We know teachers. We've had teachers
That was just an example.
that are terrible
but
at their jobs, which is an example. And teachers, regardless of, I mean, no, never mind. It doesn't matter how good they perform. But what I was gonna say was, it's capitalism. It's just what I've learned is that capitalism is what I've been told. Capitalism is the thing that fits the best with humans. I wish teachers could get paid more. I wish mothers could get paid for being a mother. That isn't child support. Well, it isn't whatever the hell. Because being a mother is an extremely difficult job. Probably one of the most difficult jobs out there. I wish they could get paid for that, but that's just not how the world works. If there is demand, or if there is a demand for a product, it's going to be people that are going to be charging for that demand. If I supply entertainment or anything like that, then, well, you're going to pay for that kind of entertainment. Now, if I'm a teacher, even in that case, teachers still get paid well. Look at the online teachers. Alex Hormozy. You think he hasn't made millions off this YouTube thing? He's a teacher. He's primarily a teacher. He's a gym owner, sure. But people like that are also monetizing towards teaching. And that's kind of where the world's going to an extent. I'm not sure how it will look like in the future. But if you see the patterns kind of gearing towards that. But teachers, they're not, their value's going down for a reason. I wish it wasn't. I wish they could get paid $1 million. No, probably. They could get paid well. But it's going down for a reason. There's a reason why people like Alex Hormozy and whatever influencers out there are beginning to make a lot more money. Because they're learning how to monetize the way they teach. It's just that kind of thing where you're not wrong, but at the same time, it's like that for a reason. People are finding ways to adapt to it, make profit off it. That's what I think. That's what I've seen. You want a fucking water, right?
No. I was just...
Oh, yeah, man. Happy birthday, man. 21 years old.
So, Obi. What does power mean to you?
Hold this for me.
Got you, bro. Oh, shit. This thing will fucking break. Yeah, what does it mean to you?
That's fucking power. That's what that shit is. Make you do whatever the fuck you want me to do. Oh, the other way around. Nah, but on all seriousness, it depends.
What's wild is I knew you were gonna say that, and I still passed it to you.
It's
But I wanted to show that example.
It depends on the person you are, man. It really depends. I mean, what even is power? What does power even look like? Because I told you to carry that, but if I was a stranger and if I kicked puppies for a living, you probably wouldn't do it.
Especially if you kick puppies.
No, probably not. Maybe like if I kick.
But even if you're
hamsters.
a stranger, I would do it. But like,
if someone were to kick puppies, would you like that
I'm a
guy?
People pleaser.
Would you like a man that kicks puppies?
So, no, bro. So, no, seriously, what does power mean to you?
Well, I told you it really depends. It depends on what you define as power. Because my definition of power is very different than what you see as power. Or what your definition as power. I don't know. What do you see as power?
The ability to influence others.
I disagree. The real power, what genuine power looks like is the ability to create fear. That's power. Now, that's not good power. It's a very, very bad power. Nobody should ever have that power. But it's the most effective power. You could influence people. I can motivate you, and you could look at me as a source of motivation. And I could tell you to rob a bank based off motivation. And you could do it for me. But then you're going to lose motivation. Oh shit, police are going after me now. I don't want to do this anymore. But if I could strike fear into you to rob a bank, that idea of you not robbing the bank anymore is not even going to cross your mind because you're already scared of me. That's the raw definition of power. To a degree, it's, fear. But then again, God is the most powerful being to ever exist. Jesus is the most powerful thing ever. But he doesn't do things by fear. He never does things by fear. To an extent.
It's a good way of putting it. Fear. I watched The Bronx Tale not too long ago, and I think that's what that guy said. He was all like, your enemies, you want to keep them closer.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that.
Do you agree with that?
Your enemies closer?
Do you have any enemies?
This kid that spit on my basketball court when I was like 7. But
right.
Other than that, no.
You know, it was one kid.
No ops.
He put his finger down my throat.
Yeah, that might be an op.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's crazy. Actually, why? How did he do that?
I don't even know. It was in elementary, and he had on his left hand he was missing the finger, and I was making fun of him. In his right hand he had a finger. He actually had a finger. So and then just one day I just had my mouth open, and he just went black. Then from that day on, I have his name tattooed on my body. So I'm just gonna take him down one day.
You have his name tattooed on your body?
Yeah. So do you think you have power?
Right now, I don't have any power. I have power over my dog.
Do you think you have power over yourself?
Self-control?
Sure. Yeah, I guess. But do you have power over yourself?
Some self-control. I'd like to have more in a lot of areas.
Because I think having power over yourself and having self-control, very different things. Self-control is discipline. Power over yourself is the ability to overcome discipline or overcome anything. That makes sense? Because I kind of made that up on the spot.
Not really.
Okay,
but I'll process it.
That's fair.
I'll process it.
Because what I'm thinking is that discipline takes time to develop and takes work. But if you have power over yourself, you don't even need that time to work on it to get things done.
Speaking of power right now, since we're on the topic, I think you could be a boss one day. And I'd like to know what you think or how you think you'll be a boss.
I've never been a boss before, you know that?
Yeah, I know. But
how
would you... Hold on. Just answer this. How would you be a boss? Would you be a mean boss that gets shit done? Or would you sacrifice some of the performance for being a little kind and soft, relaying things to your team? How would you convey that power?
The best boss is always an amazing father. Without a doubt, if you ever interact with a really, really good boss, they're always an incredible father. From what I've seen, at least. Well, maybe not incredible. Maybe, they got divorced or whatever. But I'll put it like this. A good father, or a really good father, doesn't scream at the kids, doesn't put their hand on the kids, doesn't hurt the kids in any way that's unnecessary. A good father keeps his voice at a nice pace, nice tone. He doesn't get what he wants. That's okay. I'm going to... I'll put it into this kind of story. So, let's go comparing a mother to a father. A lot of mothers, they struggle connecting with their son or daughter because they always want things to happen their way. Same thing with the father, but very different ways that they go through it. With the mother, let's say the kid is late to school, whatever it is, and the mother keeps on nagging the child. You have to wake up, you have to get ready, you have to eat your food, you have to do whatever the hell you have to do. But then the kid ignores them. I'm sure you've done that too, where you ignore your mother, and then 7:20, you have to leave at 7:30. You have time to do nothing. So then your mother begins to try to put your clothes on you, try to feed you like that immediately, try to force her way onto you. And then that gets annoying. And then that makes you frustrated with your mother. But then on the father's side, the good father, he tells you, hey, you have to wake up. He comes here at 6:50, lets you sleep. Hey, you have to wake up. You have to eat your food, get ready, all that kind of stuff. By the time 7:20 comes around, if you haven't done that, too bad. Let's go. That's it. Now you apply that to being a boss. Listen, you have to do this. You have to do X, Y, Z. Oh, you didn't do that? That's fine. It's okay. Forget about it. I'm going to let you go home. But I forgive you. It's okay. Next time you come back, just don't do it again.
I agree with that. Although there's a lot of good young bosses out there.
Mm.
Yeah, I think a boss is a boss. I feel like a boss doesn't always have to be the best performer at all. You checking yourself out?
I'm making sure that my head's in the camera. Go
I
ahead.
think we are in the camera.
I think we're good. What were you saying?
Anyway, just to end this one off, I think being a good boss, from a power perspective, always comes from a empathetic person who has high emotional intelligence and knows how to sparse opportunity, because if you have options or opportunities for your team to take, you as a boss need to know which one is the right one out of 10 options that you might have. You can only walk through one. So
as a manager in Burger Lounge, can I say that?
Yeah, I don't care. We both work for Burger Lounge.
As a manager in Burger Lounge, or was in Burger Lounge.
I wasn't a boss, though. I was a manager. That's different.
You were a manager. You had a level of power.
A level. But
do you think you were a good manager? In terms of leadership?
No.
Oh, really?
No.
Wow.
No, I don't think I was good. I gave a lot of shit out for free. I would talk to the customers for way too long. My team would get mad at me because I was talking to the customers. But it's okay, though, you know.
If you could change that, would you change it? Would you reset it?
No, I'm glad I had that opportunity.
Huh.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm glad I had the opportunity. But yeah, I mean, it was a level of power, but it was just, when you're good at your job, you get promoted to a manager. But not managers are always good at managing. So it's kind of like some managers aren't even that good. They just know how to get their team to do shit.
They never offered me the manager position. Can you fucking believe that?
No.
I was pretty shit. I was pretty shit at my job.
No, you weren't shit. It's just,
I didn't care enough.
yeah, you know, you were having fun, you know.
I had a lot of fun.
You're like a good team member, for sure.
Yeah,
you
I
know,
think so.
Dancing around,
I think that too.
like making jokes.
I would have been a terrible manager, though. I would have been an awful manager.
Managing is like, you have to really have a stick up your ass.
It's about the business.
Sense.
It's never about the people.
Yeah, you have to have a stick up your ass in a sense. And, I mean, it's good for, you know, some people, but others, they just go on this power trip.
It's ridiculous. I can never understand anybody that will go on a power trip for being a manager at a restaurant.
It's okay. It's okay. Don't get pressed. It's in the past. But, yeah. Burger Lounge. Shout out. No, but, Thanks, bro. Talking about power.
Hell yeah, man.